Level 1, Cadet. The recruiter's voice comes out of every screen you've ever stood in front of. You grew up on it. Managed democracy, liberty, a way of life worth dying for, and a home planet worth keeping safe. By the time you're old enough to enlist, you don't need convincing. You volunteer with your chest out and your chin up. You mean it with everything you have. They call the training the finest military program in the galaxy, and you believe them because you hit every target and the instructor said you were born for this. At the end, they hand you a contract. There's a clause near the bottom about your equipment remaining with the ship in the event of absence of pulse. You sign it. Everyone does. Fast. With the next recruit already reaching for the pen. Then at the ceremony, an officer drapes a cape across your shoulders and names you a cadet. Your eyes water, and when you look to the side, half the graduating class is crying. The cape is stiff and clean, and it snaps when the wind catches it. Right now, it's the most important thing you own. They freeze you for transport. When you wake, the frost is still melting off your gloves. You're aboard a warship with your name on the manifest. On the way to your post, you pass a long belt built into the hull. Rows of helldivers asleep in the ice, waiting for a ship of their own. You wonder which of them wakes up next. Then they put you in the pod. The drop is a mix of heat and light, the ground rushing up. The landing, hard enough to rattle your teeth. You come out firing. It's a fuel depot on some far colony world. And the bugs come out of the ground, more of them than you thought could fit under it. And they keep coming. 40 minutes in, the helldiver beside you goes down. Before you can shout, a fresh pod comes screaming out of orbit. And a new diver climbs out, rifle already up. The whole rotation takes less than a minute. You stand over one helldiver while another walks past you. The only word you can think of is efficient. You're firing again before the shame catches up to you. 11 drops later, a notice appears in your record. Space Cadet. You read it twice, and write home to say you've been promoted. Level 2, Sergeant. You're good at this now. You know the weight of the rifle in the dark, the sound a bug makes before it breaks cover, the exact half-second to dive when the sky lights up. The promotion to Sergeant comes with a handshake from the democracy officer, the man from the Ministry of Truth who lives aboard your ship and keeps everyone's spirits where they should be. He tells you Super Earth is proud of you. You carry that sentence around for days. The war settles into a rhythm. Bugs on one front, the machines on the other. The automatons don't scream when you shoot at them, which somehow makes it worse. You drop with a squad now, and for a while you let yourself learn their names. There's a woman who laughs at everything, and a kid younger than you were who talks about the farm he grew up on. You watch him get torn off his feet on a ridgeline, and you wait for the pod to bring him back. And it does. With frost on the shoulders, a fresh cape. But the face under the visor isn't quite the one who went down on the ridge. Nobody says so. He steps into the dead kid's place in the line, and the fight doesn't pause to notice. You get it then. You're not the same people who dropped. They're just filling a spot. So you stop learning names. One morning you collect your armor from the ship's workshop, and there's a patch of fresh paint on the chest plate that doesn't quite match the rest. You run your thumb over it and can't recall taking a hit there. The technician has already moved on to the next suit. By lunch, you've stopped thinking about it. Master Sergeant arrives as a stamp on a form, but no handshake this time. By then, you've come out of a pod more times than you can count. You stopped counting on purpose. It was easier once the number was just a number.